Have you been successful in the RAOA or wholesale business models and are tired of constantly being on the hunt looking for products to sell? Then you are in the right place. It's time to design a lifestyle for you to be your own boss and enjoy everything life has to offer you. Let's get started right now. Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Getting Started with Private Label podcast, episode number 18. Hi, my name is Rob Chrin, and today I'm going to talk about what if you don't have enough money to launch a private label product. It's possible that as you start your private label journey, you don't have enough money to launch a product. I recommend that you have at least $5,000 available to launch a private label product. That $5,000 includes the cost of the product, shipping, and initial marketing for launch. Can you start a private label product if you don't have $5,000? The answer is yes, but it's very difficult. And in my experience, there are only a small number of cases where it might be feasible to launch a private label product with less than $5,000. So while it might be possible, instead, let's assume you need at least $5,000, but you currently don't have $5,000. So what do? There are things you can do right now for little to no money to help you on your private label journey. What are those things, you ask? Mainly research. You see, whether you have enough money today or not, the start of your private label journey is the same: finding and validating a private label product. Once you've found and validated your private label product, that puts you at the starting gate. If you have the money available to launch the product right now, then you can pull the trigger and start your private label journey. However, if you don't have enough money yet, which is our current situation, then after you do the proper research, you're at the starting gate and you're ready to pull the trigger and start once you have the funding available. So the idea is that you can start building a list of products where you are at the starting gate while you're waiting to get the necessary funds to support your private label product. Obviously, you should have a strategy to start putting money away so that you have the necessary funds. But if you don't have any additional money to put away right now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't start the research phase. However, if you start well before you have the funds available, you want to make sure that you rerun the numbers once you have the necessary funds before you start the manufacturing process to confirm the numbers still make sense and the product is profitable. So go out today and start researching to find your private label product. You want to put yourself at the starting gate and be ready to go. Now on to today's action step. For today's action step, make sure you know how to do proper research for picking a product that has an opportunity to sell on Amazon and go out and do that research. If you don't know how to do the proper research, check out my free bootcamp training that goes over how to do proper research for a private label product. There will be a link in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining me today in the Getting Started with Private Label podcast. Next week, I can't wait to connect up again as we go through another episode where we will teach you tangible takeaways that you can apply and take action immediately after listening. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and we will connect up again really soon. Thanks for listening to the Getting Started with Private Label podcast. Get additional information, trainings, and tools at robchrin.com. That's ROBCHRIN.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next time.